Most people think success begins with a huge breakthrough, a life-changing opportunity, or a big moment that suddenly changes everything. They imagine wealth as something that happens overnight, like winning a lottery or creating one perfect idea that instantly makes them successful. But if we look at the life of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, we learn a completely different lesson. Success does not usually begin with something big. It begins with something very small. The truth is that every great achievement starts with a tiny step. A small action may seem unimportant in the moment, but when repeated every single day, it creates powerful results over time. This is one of the greatest secrets behind building wealth and success. It is not about doing one extraordinary thing. It is about doing ordinary things extraordinarily well and doing them consistently. Imagine planting a small seed in the ground. On the first day, nothing seems to happen. On the second day, nothing changes. Even after weeks, it may look like the seed is doing nothing at all. But beneath the surface, roots are growing stronger every day. Then one day, that seed breaks through the soil and begins to grow into something powerful and visible. Success works the same way. The small habits you build today may not show immediate results, but they are creating the foundation for your future. Warren Buffett did not become one of the richest people in the world because of one lucky decision. He started small. As a child, he delivered newspapers, sold chewing gum, and saved his money carefully. These small actions may have seemed insignificant at the time, but they taught him discipline, patience, and smart decision-making. Those tiny habits became the foundation of his extraordinary success. Many people fail because they underestimate the power of starting small. They wait for the perfect moment to begin. They tell themselves they will start saving money when they earn more, start learning when they have more time, or start working toward their goals when life becomes easier. But the perfect moment rarely comes. Success belongs to those who begin now, even if their first step is small. If you want to change your financial future, start with one simple action today. Save a small amount of money. Read a few pages of a book. Learn one new skill. Spend 10 minutes. Teaching yourself, improving yourself. These actions may seem tiny, but over weeks, months, and years, they grow into something extraordinary. The key is consistency. Anyone can take action once. Very few people can keep showing up every day, even when results are invisible. But those who stay committed are the ones who win in the long run. Small efforts repeated daily create momentum, and momentum creates transformation. Think of your life as a building. Great buildings are not created in one day. They are built brick by brick, carefully and patiently. Every positive habit is another brick in the foundation of your success. The stronger your foundation, the greater your future will be. Never underestimate small beginnings. The richest, smartest, and most successful people in the world all started somewhere. They were once beginners too. What made the difference was that they started, stayed consistent, and trusted the process. Your future does not depend on one giant leap. It depends on the small choices you make every day. Start small, think big, and remember that every great success story begins with one simple step forward. One of the most powerful habits that can transform a person's life. E is the habit of learning every single day. Many people believe that education ends when school or university is over. But the truth is that real learning never stops. The people who achieve extraordinary success understand this deeply. They know that knowledge is not just information, it is one of the greatest investments anyone can make. This is a lesson that Warren Buffett has followed throughout his entire life. Despite becoming one of the richest people in the world, Buffett never stopped learning. He is known for spending hours every day reading books, newspapers, financial reports, and articles. In fact, he has often said that reading and learning are essential to success because knowledge compounds over time, just like money. Every new idea you learn adds to what you already know, making your understanding stronger and your decisions wiser. Think about this for a moment. If you improve your knowledge by just 1% every day, that improvement may seem small at first, but over months and years, those small improvements grow into something extraordinary. A person who learns daily becomes sharper, more confident, and more capable of solving problems. Over time, they gained in an advantage that others cannot easily match. The world is changing faster than ever before. New technologies appear, industries evolve, and opportunities shift constantly. People who stop learning often get left behind because their skills become outdated, but those who keep learning remain prepared for change. They adapt, grow, and discover new opportunities where others see challenges. Learning is what keeps a person valuable in any economy and any stage of life. Many people say they do not have enough time to learn, but learning does not always require hours of study. It can begin with just 20 or 30 minutes a day, reading a few pages of a book, listening to an educational podcast, watching a useful lecture, or learning a new skill online can create massive growth over time. These small daily efforts may not seem life-changing in the moment, but they build a stronger mind and a brighter future. Imagine your mind as a bank account. Every time you learn something valuable, you make a deposit. Over time, those deposits grow. Then one day, when an opportunity appears or a difficult decision must be made, you can withdraw from that account. The knowledge you have built becomes your greatest resource. It helps you make smarter choices, avoid costly mistakes, and recognize opportunities others cannot see. Buffett understood this from a young age. He did not wait until he was successful to start learning. He read constantly as a child and continued that habit throughout his life. That daily commitment to knowledge gave him insights that helped him make wise investments and build lasting wealth. His success was not only built on money, it was built on the information and wisdom he gathered every day. Learning also changes the way you think. It teaches patience, discipline, and curiosity. It opens your mind to new perspectives and helps you understand the world more clearly. The more you learn, the more confident you become because knowledge removes fear and uncertainty. When you understand something deeply, you are no longer controlled by doubt. Never think that learning is only for experts or highly educated people. Every person has the ability to grow. Every day is an opportunity to become wiser than you were yesterday. The key is simply to begin and to stay consistent. If you want a richer future, start by enriching your mind. Read one chapter. Learn one skill. Ask one important question. Those small moments of learning may seem simple today, but over time they will shape your success in ways you cannot yet imagine. Knowledge is the one investment that no one can ever take away from you, and it will continue to reward you for the rest of your life. One of the most important habits that separates financially successful people from those who struggle is the habit of saving before spending. It sounds simple, but this small daily discipline can completely change a person's future. Many people follow the same pattern. They receive money, spend it on things they want or need, and then try to save whatever is left at the end. Most of the time, very little remains. This cycle keeps people trapped, always working for money but never building financial security. Warren Buffett teaches a very different principle. Do not save what is left after spending, spend what is left after saving. This simple idea has the power to transform financial habits. Saving first means treating your future as a priority. It means deciding that a part of what you earn belongs to your dreams, your goals, and your long-term security before anything else. Claims it. It is a way of paying yourself first. Many people believe they cannot save because they do not earn enough money. They think saving is only for people with large salaries or extra wealth. But the truth is that saving is not about how much money you make, it is about the habit you create. Even a small amount saved consistently can grow into something significant over time. Imagine saving just a little each day. At first, it may seem too small to matter. You might think it cannot possibly make a difference. But over weeks, months, and years, those small savings begin to grow. More importantly, you develop discipline. You train yourself to control your money instead of allowing money to control you. This discipline becomes the foundation for financial freedom. Warren Buffett understood this lesson early in life. As a child, he earned money from small jobs like delivering newspapers and selling products. Instead of spending everything he made, he saved and invested much of it. This habit of keeping money and allowing it to grow became one of the foundations of his incredible success. He did not wait until he was rich to start saving. He saved first, and that habit helped make him rich. Saving before spending also changes your mindset. It teaches patience in a world that constantly encourages instant gratification. Every day, advertisements and social pressure tell people to buy more, upgrade faster, and spend without thinking. It is easy to fall into the trap of believing happiness comes from buying things. But real financial peace does not come from spending more. It comes from knowing you are prepared for the future. When you save first, you create options for yourself. Savings can protect you during difficult times, help you invest in opportunities, support your education, or allow you to pursue bigger dreams. Without savings, unexpected challenges can feel overwhelming. With savings, you gain confidence because you know you have prepared for uncertainty. This habit also teaches self-respect. It sends a message to yourself that your future matters. Every time you save, even a small amount, you are telling yourself that you believe in the life you are building. You are choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure. The beauty of this habit is that anyone can begin today. You do not need a perfect income or perfect conditions. You simplify. You need the decision to start. Save a small amount regularly, no matter how little it seems. The amount matters less than the consistency. Over time, saving becomes natural. What once felt difficult becomes part of who you are. And as your savings grow, so does your confidence and financial wisdom. You begin to think differently about money, making smarter decisions and planning with greater purpose. The road to wealth does not begin with earning millions. It begins with mastering small habits like saving before spending. This single decision, repeated consistently, can create a future of freedom, stability, and opportunity. Start today, no matter how small the amount, and trust that each saved coin is building the life you deserve. One of the greatest lessons we can learn about building wealth and success is the importance of patience and trusting compound growth. In today's world, people often want immediate results. They want quick success, fast money, and instant rewards. Social media and modern culture constantly show stories of overnight success, making people believe that wealth should happen quickly. But true and lasting success rarely works that way. Real wealth grows slowly. Step by step, through consistent effort over time. This is one of the most powerful lessons taught by Warren Buffett. Buffett is one of the richest people in the world, yet his success did not happen overnight. He started investing at a young age and spent decades allowing his investments to grow. Much of his wealth came not from sudden lucky events, but from the power of compound growth working over many years. This shows that patience is not simply waiting, it is trusting that small, smart actions today will create extraordinary rewards tomorrow. Compound growth is one of the most powerful forces in life. It works not only with money, but also with habits, knowledge, and personal growth. When you consistently improve, even in very small ways, those improvements build upon each other. At first, progress may seem invisible. Days and weeks may pass with little noticeable change. This is often the stage where many people give up because they expect immediate results. But those who stay patient eventually experience a breakthrough. Think of compound growth like rolling a small snowball down a hill. At first, it moves slowly and seems insignificant. But as it continues rolling, it gathers more snow, becomes larger, and gains speed. Eventually, it becomes powerful and unstoppable. Success follows the same pattern. The small efforts you make every day may seem unimportant now, but over time they build momentum that can transform your life. Warren Buffett often reminds people that wealth is built through time, discipline, and wise choices. He did not become successful by chasing shortcuts or trying to get rich quickly. He trusted the process of long-term growth. He understood that consistency, combined with patience, produces results far greater than anything created by impulsive decisions. Many people fail because they lose patience too soon. They start learning a skill, saving money, or working toward a goal, but when they do not see fast results, they stop. They mistake slow progress for failure. The truth is that slow progress is still progress. Every step forward matters, even when the results are not immediately visible. Patience is difficult because it requires faith in the process. It asks you to continue working even when rewards have not yet appeared. It demands discipline when excitement fades. But this is exactly why patience creates success. Some people quit too early, while patient people stay long enough to experience the rewards of their persistence. Trusting compound growth also helps reduce fear and stress. When you understand that success takes time, you stop feeling pressure to achieve everything instantly. You become more focused on daily actions instead of immediate outcomes. This mindset creates peace and confidence because you know that every small effort is contributing to something greater. Imagine planting a tree. If you dig it up every week to check its roots, it will never grow. You must water it, care for it, and trust the process. Over time, it becomes strong enough to provide shade and fruit. Success works the same way. You cannot rush it. You must nurture it patiently. The key is to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Read one more page, save one more dollar, practice one more skill, and trust that these actions are building something valuable beneath the surface. Great success is rarely the result of one dramatic moment. It is usually the result of thousands of small decisions made consistently over time. Be patient with yourself, trust compound growth, and remember that what seems small today can become extraordinary tomorrow. If you stay committed and give your efforts time to grow, your future can become far richer than you ever imagined. One of the most valuable habits for building wealth and long-term success is learning how to control emotions and make rational decisions. This may sound simple, but it is one of the hardest skills to master. Human emotions are powerful. Fear, excitement, greed, doubt, and impatience can easily influence the choices we make. When emotions control our decisions, we often act impulsively and regret our actions later. But when we learn to stay calm and think clearly, we make wiser choices that lead to better results. This is one of the greatest lessons we can learn from Warren Buffett. Buffett is known not only for his financial knowledge, but also for his emotional discipline. Throughout his career, he has faced economic crashes, market uncertainty, and moments when others panicked. Yet he remained calm. Instead of reacting emotionally, he focused on logic, facts, and long-term thinking. This ability to stay rational gave him an advantage over many others who allowed fear or excitement to control their decisions. Fear is one of the strongest emotions that can lead people to make poor choices. When people are afraid, they often make rushed decisions to escape discomfort. In investing, fear causes people to sell too quickly during difficult times. In life, fear causes people to avoid opportunities because they are afraid of failure. Fear creates hesitation and prevents growth. But rational thinking allows a person to pause, analyze the situation, and choose wisely instead of reacting impulsively. Greed is another dangerous emotion. It makes people chase quick rewards without thinking carefully about the risks. Greed convinces people that they need more, faster, and often leads to poor decisions. Many people lose money and opportunities because they let greed blind their judgment. Rational thinking creates balance. It helps people focus on what is sustainable rather than what is immediately exciting. Excitement can also be misleading. Sometimes opportunities look amazing on the surface, and people rush in without asking important questions. Buffett teaches the importance of patience and careful analysis. He studies information, evaluates risks, and thinks deeply before making decisions. This, though, T-full approach protects him from mistakes caused by emotional excitement. The ability to control emotions begins with self-awareness. You must recognize what you are feeling and understand how those feelings influence your choices. If you are angry, fearful, or overly excited, it may not be the right time to make an important decision. Sometimes the smartest action is to pause, reflect, and give yourself time to think clearly. This habit is not only important for money, it is important for every area of life. Emotional control helps in relationships, career decisions, personal growth, and problem solving. A person who can remain calm under pressure often makes better choices and earns greater trust from others. Calmness creates confidence, and confidence allows clear thinking. Developing emotional discipline takes practice. It does not happen overnight. Start by slowing down your decision-making process. Before making a choice, ask yourself important questions. What are the facts? Am I reacting emotionally? What are the long-term consequences? This simple habit creates space for logic to guide your actions. Warren Buffett often says that success is not about having the highest intelligence, it is about having the right temperament. This means that controlling emotions can be more valuable than being naturally gifted. A person with average intelligence but strong emotional discipline can often outperform someone brilliant but impulsive. When you control your emotions, you stop being controlled by circumstances. Challenges no longer force you into panic. Opportunities no longer trick you into reckless action. You become steady, thoughtful, and intentional. This strength allows you to make decisions that align with your goals instead of your temporary feelings. True wealth is built through wise choices made consistently over time. Those choices become easier when emotions are managed and logic leads the way. Learn to pause, think clearly, and trust reason over reaction. By mastering your emotions, you master your decisions, and by mastering your decisions, you build a future filled with stability, success, and confidence. True wealth is often misunderstood. Many people believe being rich means having a large bank account, expensive possessions, or a luxurious lifestyle. While financial success can provide comfort and opportunity, real richness goes much deeper. Deeper than money. It is built on character, discipline, integrity, and the habits that shape who you become. This is one of the most important lessons we can learn from Warren Buffett. He has shown the world that lasting success is not only about building money, it is about building yourself. Every day, the small choices you make are shaping your character. The way you manage your time, the way you respond to challenges, the way you treat people, and the way you handle responsibilities all become part of who you are. These repeated actions become habits, and those habits define your future. This is why building habits that build character is one of the most powerful steps towards success. Character is like the foundation of a building. If the foundation is weak, the structure will eventually collapse no matter how beautiful it looks on the outside. In the same way, financial success without strong character is unstable. A person may gain wealth quickly, but without discipline, honesty, patience, and wisdom, that success often disappears. Lasting wealth requires inner strength. Warren Buffett is known not only for his investing ability, but also for his values. He has consistently emphasized honesty, humility, patience, and lifelong learning. Despite his enormous wealth, he lives simply and remains focused on principles rather than appearances. His life shows that success is strongest when it is built on good character. Discipline is one of the first habits that build character. Discipline means doing what is necessary even when you do not feel like doing it. It means staying committed to your goals when motivation fades. Anyone can work hard when they feel inspired, but true discipline shows itself when effort continues even during difficult moments. This habit creates strength and reliability. Integrity is another essential habit. Integrity means doing what is right, even when no one is watching. It is the choice to be honest, responsible, and trustworthy in every situation. People with integrity earn respect and build strong relationships. Over time, trust becomes one of the greatest assets a person can have. Success built on trust lasts far longer than success built on shortcuts. Patience also builds character. In a world that demands instant results, patience teaches self-control and wisdom. It reminds us that meaningful growth takes time. When you cultivate patience, you become less reactive and more thoughtful. This helps you make better decisions and stay focused on long-term success instead of temporary rewards. Humility is equally important. Humility keeps you open to learning and improvement. It allows you to accept mistakes, grow from feedback, and remain curious. People who believe they already know everything stop growing. But humble people continue developing throughout their lives. This constant growth becomes a powerful advantage. The habits that shape character do not appear overnight. They are built through daily choices. Every time you choose honesty over convenience, discipline over laziness, patience over frustration, or learning over comfort, you strengthen your character. These moments may seem small, but over time they shape the person you become. Your habits are writing the story of your future. If your habits are careless, your future will reflect that carelessness. If your habits are strong, wise, and disciplined, your future will reflect strength and success. This is why changing your habits can change your life. Real success is not measured only by what you have, but by who you are. Money can create opportunities, but character determines how those opportunities are used. A strong character gives purpose to wealth and meaning to achievement. If you want a truly rich life, start by building yourself. Practice discipline, integrity, patience, humility, and responsibility every day. These habits will shape your character, and your character will shape your destiny. When you become the kind of person capable of success, success naturally follows. Build habits that build character, and you will create a life that is rich in every way that truly matters.